In early 2025, a disquieting pattern emerged across the United States. Reports circulated within Nigerian communities about people disappearing quietly, without any prior warning or notice. These were stealthy deportation sweeps, specifically targeting Nigerians, often in the dead of night. Mainstream American news outlets remained silent, allowing these actions to continue in the shadows, unnoticed by the general public. The lack of media scrutiny felt like an erasure of their experiences, as if their struggles were invisible. Federal agencies offered no explanations, leaving people to speculate and fear the worst, deepening the community's anxiety. Families were disrupted, lives thrown into turmoil, and a community felt targeted, without understanding why these actions were happening. The silence itself became a source of anguish, amplifying the fear and uncertainty that gripped the community. The year 2025 began with Donald Trump's second term as president, bringing a strong stance on immigration. Shortly after his inauguration, Trump signed executive orders impacting immigration. One prominent action was the declaration of a state of emergency at the southern border. The rhetoric created a climate where increased deportations were probable. While broader policy announcements didn't name Nigerians, the environment allowed aggressive enforcement. The lack of specific public announcements regarding Nigerians could have been strategic. Concrete numbers began to surface, offering a glimpse into the scale of the situation. These figures were not just abstract statistics, they represented real lives and real stories. Data from ICE indicated that 3,690 Nigerians were listed for deportation. This was a significant number, reflecting a broader trend in immigration enforcement. This list included individuals under final orders of removal or in deportation proceedings. Each name on the list carried a weight of uncertainty and fear. The data provided a factual basis to the anxieties spreading through Nigerian communities. It was a stark reminder of the precariousness of their situation. Nigerians were a significant group within the crosshairs of deportation efforts. Their presence in cities like Houston, the Bronx, and Maryland highlighted the widespread impact. Each number represented a person with hopes, dreams, and deep roots in American society. These were individuals who had built lives and contributed to their communities. Many had families, including U.S. citizen children. The potential separation from their loved ones added another layer of distress. The designation listed for deportation thrust them into a state of limbo. They were caught between two worlds, uncertain of their future. The numbers were indicators of widespread human distress. Each statistic was a story of struggle, resilience, and the quest for a better life. While American media remained silent, Nigerian news outlets reported on the situation with urgency and detail. Prominent Nigerian news outlets highlighted the alarming figure of 3,790 Nigerians listed for deportation, bringing the issue to the forefront. This extensive coverage ensured that the Nigerian public was acutely aware of the precarious situation faced by their compatriots in the US. Undocumented Nigerian immigrants began to restrict their movements, fearful of arrest and deportation, leading to a palpable sense of anxiety. Daily life became a series of risk assessments, with every decision weighed against the potential for detention. Within Nigerian communities, these reports sparked widespread discussion and deep concern as people tried to make sense of the unfolding events. Families worried about relatives living abroad, fearing for their safety and well-being. Online forums and social media buzzed with anxious exchanges as people sought information and shared their fears. The primary emotion was vulnerability, with the community feeling exposed and uncertain about the future. The contrast between Nigerian media and US media was striking, highlighting a significant disparity in coverage. For Nigerians, the silence in their host country felt like a form of dismissal, adding to their sense of isolation and concern. In times of uncertainty, misinformation can spread like wildfire. A misleading Facebook video claimed to show Nigerians being deported. Fact-checking organizations found it to be a composite of old, unrelated footage and AI-generated imagery. The circulation of such misleading content amplified fear and confusion. It made it difficult for credible sources to disseminate factual updates. This underscores the importance of media literacy and fact-checking. The quiet deportation sweeps exacted a heavy toll on Nigerian communities. In cities with significant Nigerian populations, an atmosphere of pervasive fear took hold. Reports painted a grim picture of families being torn apart. Children faced the traumatic prospect of losing a parent. The emotional devastation of such separations is profound. The psychological impact on the wider community was immense. People became hesitant to engage in routine activities. The American dream felt more like a precarious tightrope walk. The silence from official channels exacerbated these fears. The core fact of Nigerians being targeted for deportation was substantiated. Africa Check confirmed the claim based on an official ICE document. This verification grounded the anxieties in documented reality. Yet, a significant mystery remains: the persistent silence from the US government. No official explanation was provided for why Nigerian communities were targeted. This lack of transparency created a void, allowing speculation and anxiety to fester. The full truth of these quiet deportations remains hidden.